Have you ever wondered why some people seem to have an irresistible charm, despite not having standout features? It's not about the ideal 6'2" height, not about having a muscular physique like Chris Hemsworth, nor is it about perfect fashion styles like Brad Pitt, or luxurious cars and heaps of money. While these factors may seem dazzling, they're not the sole keys to unlocking endless allure. So, are you curious to learn about another method, more refined and profound, and doesn't require you to be a model or a billionaire? A method that any man can learn and apply, ensuring not only attraction, but also keeping the attention of those around. In today's video, we'll explore 10 psychological strategies rooted in Stoic philosophy that have stood the test of time in enhancing your charm subtly and sustainably. But before we begin, truly commit to yourself that you'll responsibly apply this knowledge. Get ready to embark on a journey of exploring psychology and Stoic philosophy, where we not only seek external allure, but also strive to become the best version of ourselves. Rule number 1: emotional contagion. If the spread of disease is caused by viruses, then the phenomenon of emotional contagion is much the same. Emotional contagion is the transmission of emotions and feelings from one person to another quickly and unintentionally, even among strangers. Many studies indicate that this phenomenon is easily spread and spreads faster among young people and women. This is because these groups are often sensitive and can read others. Especially, sadness is believed to be the most contagious emotion among women. In Stoic philosophy, self-control and understanding of one's own emotions are crucial factors. Seneca once affirmed, "The most onerous slavery is to be a slave to oneself." This is particularly important in understanding emotional contagion, a phenomenon through which your emotions can directly influence others. When you express excitement or interest to someone you're interacting with, especially sensitive women with high empathy, they tend to reflect similar emotions. This is a powerful principle that can be used to create deep connections. However, a Stoic would emphasize that these emotions must originate from a sincere and controlled place, not from pretense or exaggeration, but from genuine joy and comfort within oneself. Conversely, if you reveal anxiety or confusion, it can easily spread to the person you're interacting with. This raises the question, how can you keep your emotions not only positive, but also contagious? This is achieved through cultivating self-awareness, a core aspect of Stoic philosophy. This self-awareness allows you not only to understand what you're feeling, but also to adjust them to fit your goals and circumstances. When you are sincere and comfortable with your emotions, you not only create an open space, but also become a source of inspiration for others to feel comfortable and interested around you. This is how you use Stoic emotional control to make a strong and positive impact on those around you, making emotional contagion a tool to enhance relationships rather than a barrier. We constantly seek approval and recognition from those around us. But how can we turn those impressions into advantages without losing ourselves? In Stoic philosophy, the secret lies in maintaining courage and inner control. Next, we will explore together the subtle ways to leverage an important principle in Stoic philosophy to become the center of attention whenever entering a new space. Rule number 2, social proof. Social proof, a widely applied psychological concept, reflects the influence of the surrounding environment on individual perception. Accordingly, we often feel attracted to things favored by others because, in our thinking, if something is widely accepted, it must be valuable. This is the foundation of the social proof effect in the relationship between men and women. On a personal level, a man who is liked and cared for by many people around him can quickly become a point of attraction in the eyes of women. This is vividly illustrated through the example of a man at a party where he actively engages in communication and makes a good impression on everyone. Observing women will perceive him as an attractive and communicative character. The famous Stoic philosopher Seneca once said, "To the person who does not know where he wants to go, there is no favorable wind." This advice emphasizes the importance of not only being the center of attention, but also demonstrating sincerity and morality in all actions. In the digital age, this effect is also manifested through social media platforms such as Facebook or Instagram, where your image alongside others often serves as evidence of popularity and acceptance from the community. Thus, social proof is not only confined to direct communication, but also spreads powerfully in the virtual space, expanding personal influence and attractiveness. By cleverly grasping and applying these principles, you not only attract attention, but also demonstrate the true value of yourself, in line with the teachings of Stoic philosophers like Seneca on self-realization and steadfastness. We're curious to know, have you ever noticed a change in how others perceive you when you are liked and respected by friends and colleagues? Rule number 3, pre-selection. Imagine stepping into a bustling bar on a Friday night. You're not alone. You're accompanied by 2 female friends, both of whom have been your close companions since college. As you and your friends laugh, share stories, and enjoy yourselves, the group of women at the adjacent table begins to take notice of you. They observe how you're cherished by your girlfriend, evident in the way she speaks to you and interacts with you naturally and comfortably. This not only makes you more attractive in their eyes, but also boosts your confidence. You sense a shift in their gaze, an expression of interest and curiosity. As a result, you not only stand out more in the crowd, but also feel more authoritative, a trait that your friends also recognize and appreciate. In the modern social environment, the phenomenon of pre-selection plays a significant role in how we're perceived by others. According to a study published in the Journal of experimental social psychology, women tend to be attracted to men who are already in relationships, perhaps because these individuals have been pre-selected and therefore perceived to possess desirable qualities. This is an intriguing psychological phenomenon that demonstrates how we are influenced by the opinions of those around us. The Stoic philosopher Epictetus once said, "Don't explain your philosophy, embody it." This underscores that true attractiveness comes from allowing others to discover your value naturally, rather than through self-aggrandizement. Thus, we see that by applying Stoic principles to living authentically with our values and allowing others to recognize those values, we not only build sustainable relationships, but also make ourselves more attractive in the eyes of others. This is the profound lesson that Stoicism offers in interaction and building long-lasting relationships. Everyone craves something unique, something that sets them apart. Have you ever wondered why exclusivity holds such a powerful allure? And how you can apply this principle to enhance your value in the eyes of others, especially women? Let's explore the secrets behind the allure of exclusivity and how Stoic philosophy helps you leverage this to become irresistible. Rule number 4: exclusivity. People tend to value what is scarce and pay little attention to what is abundant. This applies not only to material things, but also to relationships. When applying this principle to your personal life, if you are too readily available and always present for every request, your value in the eyes of others may diminish. Stoic philosophy emphasizes living a purposeful and controlled life and values creating uniqueness and individuality within oneself. As Epictetus once said, "Men are disturbed not by things, but by the view which they take of them." For example, imagine you are in a conversation with a new acquaintance. Instead of asking superficial questions like, "What do you do?" or "Where are you from?" you could ask, aside from your daily work, what passions excite you every morning when you wake up? This question not only demonstrates a deeper level of care for the other person, but also reveals that you are someone with thoughts and standards of your own. Moreover, being constantly available is not always a key. This doesn't mean you have to be cold or distant, but rather show that you have your own life, goals, and independent activities. Independence and not being overly accommodating in giving time to others will increase your value in their eyes. Thus, based on the principles of Stoicism, maintaining a purposeful, not overly easy, and readily available attitude not only helps build a strong personality, but also increases attractiveness in the eyes of others. Join the conversation in our comments section. Have you ever felt your self-worth increase when you weren't readily available to someone all the time? Share your experiences. Rule number 5: the extended gaze. A social psychologist, Zick Rubin, discovered that, on average, we maintain eye contact from 30% to 60% of the time during communication. However, for couples in love, this number significantly increases to 75% or more. This indicates that prolonged, deep eye contact is not only an expression of interest, but also a sign of a deeper relationship. From the perspective of Stoic philosophy, sustained eye contact is not just a psychological skill, but also a method of demonstrating restraint and self-control, core traits of Stoicism. When we intentionally choose to maintain prolonged eye contact, we not only show respect and interest in what others are saying, but also reflect our ability to control internal emotions and keep our minds focused. Imagine you're at a lively party, and you happen to meet a woman who captivates your attention. As she starts conversing with you, another option arises in your mind. Do you continue to glance around the room, check your phone, or fully focus on the person in front of you? Your decision lies in maintaining eye contact with her. This not only affirms that you're actively listening, but also demonstrates deep respect and concern for what she shares. While she describes a recent event she attended, your unwavering gaze creates a safe space, encouraging her to open up more. She senses comfort and begins to share deeper emotions and personal thoughts naturally. This eye communication not only builds trust and intimacy between two people, but also initiates the first step in building a sincere and profound relationship, where every story and sharing becomes a bridge connecting emotions between you and her. From the perspective of someone adhering to Stoic philosophy, you're also practicing self-control and humility by valuing listening over self-display. But a question you may ask yourself is, how can I naturally apply prolonged eye contact without creating a sense of pressure or being too intense? When we maintain deep and steady gazes, we not only demonstrate self-control and concentration, but also depict an image of profound sincerity. It's an unspoken promise that we're fully present, ready to accompany the other person on every stage of dialogue and relationship. We've just explored the extended gaze, a powerful technique for building non-verbal yet highly effective connections. Thank you for accompanying us halfway through this video series. Your presence and support are invaluable inspirations that help us continue to deliver quality and insightful content. But let's not stop here. There's much more to discover ahead, where we'll learn how social status cues can change how the world perceives you. Don't forget to like and share this video if you find it helpful, and follow us to not miss any updates. Let's continue this journey together and explore the power of Stoic philosophy in shaping and maintaining meaningful relationships. Rule number 6, status trigger. Women are often attracted to men with status and resources, those who promise a bright and stable future for themselves and the next generation. This is not only a matter of material desire, but also a fundamental instinct, a survival response that has been shaped through millions of years of evolution. Men with status, in any social context, tend to be leaders, confident, and visionary individuals. They are at the forefront, not through coercive power, but through respect and admiration from others. They know how to manage situations, make intelligent decisions, and solve problems effectively. This ability creates an irresistible allure, a standout quality that sets them apart in a crowd. When you are a leader in your life, whether in personal relationships or in a professional environment, you not only establish a solid position for yourself, but also develop confidence. When you are confident and decisive, you emit a radiant energy that attracts those around you. This confidence not only helps you become a more attractive partner, but also a respected colleague, friend, and admired leader. Imagine an evening when John, a young project manager, is invited to attend a cocktail party organized by the company. As he enters the room, he notices a somewhat subdued atmosphere, with people gathering in small groups and conversations trickling. Instead of choosing a secluded corner to observe, John decides to take the initiative to lead the situation. He approaches a group of colleagues and initiates a fun group game for everyone to participate in. John quickly sets out the rules, encourages everyone to join in, and even acts as a model to create a comfortable atmosphere. Soon, laughter fills the air, and people gradually integrate. Thanks to his confidence and natural leadership abilities, John not only dissipates the tense atmosphere, but also enhances his position in the eyes of colleagues and superiors. From that evening, John is recognized by many as someone with the ability to lead and build relationships, proving that status and influence can be built positively and naturally through actions. Indeed, when you take on a leadership role in social or professional situations, do you notice a change in how others treat and respond to you? Can you share an experience where you felt the power of your confidence and leadership abilities? Through your story, we can explore together the power of status and leadership in building relationships and influence on others. Please share your story and insights in the comments section. Rule number 7, the instant status signal. Seeking respect and status may not be the primary goal, but demonstrating oneself appropriately and purposefully in society is undeniable. A well-tailored suit is not just a fashion item. It also sends a powerful message about your confidence and status in society. This resonates well with Seneca's perspective when he said, "The thing that matters is not what you bear, but how you bear it." Wearing a beautiful suit not only reflects financial success, it also evokes a sense of security and maturity. For instance, imagine a man walking into a cafe wearing a finely tailored suit. He not only attracts attention, but also exudes confidence and decisiveness. Both women and men perceive this. A man in a suit is like a woman in a meticulously designed and perfect dress. Both enhance attractiveness through how they carefully craft their outward appearance. However, in Stoicism, it's important to maintain humility and sincerity. This leads us to the question, how can you reconcile the value of self-adornment with the philosophy of living a modest and meaningful life? Dressing appropriately and with high quality even if not in a suit, is part of presenting oneself respectfully. This not only makes you more appealing to others, but also demonstrates respect for yourself and those around you. Personal style, when cultivated, is also a way to express status and build connections, demonstrating autonomy and deep self-awareness in line with Stoicism's spirit. In the journey of seeking genuine and deep connections, we often forget that true attractiveness stems from within. But by controlling emotions and recognizing the value of self-improvement through continuous self-enhancement, you'll discover how shaping and refining your character not only makes you more appealing to others, but also helps you become the best version of yourself. Join this exciting journey where you are the master of all changes. Rule number 8, the personality hack. A study in 2014 revealed that a positive personality not only enhances friendliness, but also improves attractiveness on a person's face. This raises the question, are we attracted to those who consistently exude happiness and optimism? The answer, most likely, is yes. Therefore, by maintaining a positive attitude and generating good emotions around us, we not only make ourselves more attractive, but also attract those around us. For example, consider Marcus, an ordinary office worker who decided to apply Stoic philosophy to improve relationships with colleagues. He began by showing optimism and patience in every situation, instead of just blaming or expressing disappointment. As a result, not only his colleagues, but also those he interacted with daily, began to notice the change, gradually being drawn to his positive attitude. Like Seneca, a famous Stoic philosopher, once said, "As is a tale, so is life. Not how long it is, but how good it is what matters." This advice echoes through the centuries and becomes particularly meaningful in the modern context. By building a resilient and positive self, we not only make ourselves more attractive, but also inspire those around us to find and build their selves. Through the personality hack, we see that by applying Stoic philosophy, we not only improve ourselves, but also create a positive influence on those around us, thus creating a more attractive and friendly environment. And this is an important step in building a harmonious and meaningful life. Your reflection is crucial. How do you interpret Seneca's teachings? Feel free to share your unique perspective in the comments below. Rule number 9. Romantic tension. Romantic tension, when understood in a physical sense, is the combination of two opposing forces. In the context of emotions, this means you need to both show care for the woman you want to attract and create challenges to make her feel that you are someone worth pursuing. This not only fosters curiosity, but also makes the relationship more exciting. Let's take an example of a date night. You and her have chosen a romantic restaurant with dim lights and soft music. The ambiance is full, making it easy for you to feel the intimacy and joy of this date. As you enjoy a delicious dinner, you realize there is something special about her. and you want to convey this. However, at the same time, you also sense that your relationship needs more time to develop. When the appropriate moment arises, you pause and say, "I'm genuinely drawn to you," you say, "but we should get to know each other more before going further." This statement not only demonstrates your sincerity and concern for her, but also creates a small distance, stimulating her curiosity and desire to continue meeting you. In the romantic atmosphere of this evening, your gesture creates a romantic tension, making both of you feel like you're living in an exciting and mysterious love story. This is not just a simple psychological game. It's also a lesson from Stoicism about living authentically with our emotions and actions, not being swept away by immediate impulses. In this way, you not only attract others, but also develop a sustainable relationship based on mutual respect and understanding. Through this example and lesson, we see that, according to Stoicism, creating and maintaining romantic tension is not only a technique for attraction, but also a method for building deeper and more meaningful relationships. Let's grow together. Have you ever created romantic tension like this in your relationship? How did your emotions and the other person's change afterward? Share your experience in the comments below. Rule number 10. Consistency bias. We often assess others based on previous experiences naturally and unconsciously. This phenomenon is called consistency bias in psychological research. Consistency bias not only explains how we perceive the world around us, but also serves as a key to understanding social interactions, especially in relationships. Applying consistency bias to relationship building, we can leverage the power of first impressions to create a positive and lasting impact. By affirming and valuing the positive qualities of others, such as cheerfulness, friendliness, and confidence, we not only foster an environment conducive to bonding, but also reinforce those qualities in their minds. For example, when you notice how a woman shows care and concern for those around her, and then you say, "I feel happy around you because you always prioritize others," you not only make her feel appreciated for her qualities, but also help her see herself in a more positive light. In this way, you not only affirm a positive relationship, but also lay a solid foundation for its development. However, for this approach to be effective, we need to be consistent and sincere in demonstrating these positive qualities. By maintaining and developing first impressions through actions and words, we can reinforce consistency bias and create a good opportunity for the relationship to thrive. We hope that the knowledge and methods we've shared in this video will bring you depth and practical application in your daily life. We've discussed the psychological tricks that can help create a positive impression and make the woman you're interested in admire you. But this is just a small part of a meaningful life. Remember that self-control and patience are the keys to profound self-understanding and relationships. True power isn't about controlling others, but about the ability to control oneself and one's reactions to the world around you. We are all students in the school of life, and sharing our knowledge and experiences is the best way to grow together. So, please like, comment, and share this video if you find it helpful. And don't forget to subscribe to our channel to not miss the latest videos on Stoic philosophy and motivation. Keep watching for the next videos displayed at the end of today's video to not miss any lessons. Thank you for accompanying us on this journey, and see you in the next videos.